Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shakespeare by the Palms. We are the Palm Beach Shakespeare Festival, and this evening's performance is presented to you thanks to the Village of Royal Palm Beach and with support from our season sponsor, Baptist Health. They also supported our Shakespeare by the Sea. Show of hands, how many of you ever been to Shakespeare by the Sea? Wow, okay, a majority of you. So you all know that we have been doing free outdoor professional performances of Shakespeare's work for 31 years. That makes us one of the longest running performing arts organizations in all of South Florida. And I'm specifying performing arts. We have other cultural organizations that have been around quite a long time as well. But we are able to do this, and we do this every year in the summer because our founder, Kermit Chrisman, wanted something that could be here, professional, the magic, the beauty of Shakespeare's works, for the year-round residents who live here, work here, and sweat here all year round. And you deserve to have some fabulous culture in your lives. And for this evening's performance, we'd like to give a special thank you to the Levin Brothers. In all our 31 years, I believe this is the very first time we have ever had an original musical score designed, written, and performed throughout the show. But this one, you'll see why it's perfect for this. We would love to continue for another 30 years, and we do it all thanks to the support of individuals and donors. And I thank you all in advance for your donation to us. You can also, if you haven't yet, make one in our wishing will, or you can go to pbshakespeare.org and do a one-click simple donation right from our homepage. And if you would like to join us in a more meaningful way as a season sponsor or a patron for our educational shows, or our educational work and our annual summertime performances, or if you have a business that wants a ton of exposure, then find us. You can click right on pbshakespeare.org and join us as a partner and sponsor. Meanwhile, thank you. Sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's magical musical show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to Shakespeare by the Palms. Please take the few moments remaining before the performance begins to silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Please note, no flash photography is permitted. Also, parents with small children, if your children should begin to express themselves exuberantly during the show or attempt to play near or on the stage, please direct them to the concession area until such mood shall pass. Thank you for your cooperation.
Although I know that's not hard with these guys. The next song that we are going to play is a little difficult, so I'm going to need you all to pay very close attention, and that means you, because I know that's going to be hard for you. Cheers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I was saying, this next song is a little difficult. It's our favorite to play, but it is a long. About 2 hours, give or take. We'll take a little break though. Fret not, fret not. And it's a love song. We all love a love song, right? And not some silly, sappy love song. No, there are no fairies, no dramatic teenagers drinking poison or stabbing themselves. No. This is a song about that yearning love. That binding love. A love where the object of your desire fills all your senses, and yet they are the one thing you just can't reach. That sweet, sweet pain. Don't we all know it? Begins at sea with a sister and her brother, twins, inseparable their whole lives. But a storm, a shipwreck, tears her brother from her side. And now our heroine finds herself on a strange shore with the new world waiting.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. So perchance may he be?
True, madam.
Mine own escape unfolded to my hope the like of him. Knowest thou this country? Who governs here?
A noble duke in nature has a name, Orsino.
Orsino? I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. And then 'twas fresh and murmured, they say, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, and her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath abjured the side and company of men.
Oh, That I served that lady.
That were hard to compass because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
I might not be delivered to the world till I've made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a boy to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing, and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service.
Be you his page, and you'll mute all thee. When my tongue flaps, let my eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it. That surfeiting, the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain, again. Oh, it had a dying fall. It came over my ears like the sweet sounds that breathe upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That moment was I turned into a hart, and my desires like fell and cruel hounds ere since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please your lord, we might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' teeth, shall not behold her face at ample view, but, like a cloistress, she will veil it, walk and watch her once a day, her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections thou set live in her?
If the Duke continue these favors toward you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favor?
No, believe me.
I thank thee.
Cesario, ho!
On your attendance, my lord, here, and
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee e'en the book of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors, and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have an audience.
sure. My noble lord, as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Oh, then, unfold the passion of my love. It will do thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lips not more smooth and rubious. Thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Oh, yet a barful strife. Whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus, I am sure cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier on nights and confine yourself within some modest limits of order.
Fine. I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk about it yesterday, and of the foolish knight you brought in to be her wooer.
Ooh, Sir Andrew Aguecheek.
Oh, aye, he.
Why, he's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
He has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll spend but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal, and he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. What wench! For here comes Sir Andrew Agueface!
Sir Toby Bounds! How now, Sir Toby Bounds!
Sweet Sir Andrew!
Oh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost!
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good mistress, accost. I desire better acquainted.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress, Mary, accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare thee well, gentlemen.
Now let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightst never draw sword again?
And that part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again.
Whoa.
Fair lady, do you think that you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Oh, knight! When did I see thee so put down?
Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I'm a great eater of beef, and I think that does harm to my wit.
No question.
I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or do not? Oh, had I but stayed with the arts.
Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why would that have mended my hair, Faith? I'll home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1, she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. Tut! There's life in it, man.
Okay, I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the wittiest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, ooh, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
As any man in Illyria, yet I will not make compare with an old man. But I think I have a back trick simply as strong as any man.
Wherefore are these things hidden? Wherefore have these gifts occurred before him? Why dost thou not go to church in a galliard and come home in a Toronto? Is it a world to hide virtues in?
Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else?
Either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter by way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. She that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no color.
Make that good.
She shall see none to fear. Well, God, give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talent.
And yet you will still be hanged for being so long absent.
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby were to leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any animal.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear? Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
My lady bade take away the fool. Therefore I say again, take her away.
Fool, I bade them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Well, fool, for want of other idleness, make your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
Ha! The more fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul for being in heaven. Take away the fool.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth she not mend?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Why, I saw her put down just the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Why, look you now, she's out of her guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to her, she is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with the distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though she do nothing but rail. Nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove. Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you. From the Count Orsino, is it? Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gates, cousin?
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. What gentleman?
Tis a gentleman here. All plague on these pickle herring. Oh, how now, Sot?
Oh, good Sir Toby. Cousin! How have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
I marry. What is he?
Let it be the devil and he will. I care not.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
A drowned man, a fool, and a madman.
Go look after him.
He is but mad yet. And the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady?
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. One might think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come, throw it o'er my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say a little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important, I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber. I am to hull here a little longer.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet, you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am, and what I would, are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us a place alone. We shall hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet
A
lady.
comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the verse of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was, this present. Is it not well done?
Excellently done. If God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I shall give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried as item 2 lips, indifferent red. Item 2 green eyes with lids to them. Item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth.
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, and yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate. Call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberant hills and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might too much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. Thank you for your pains. Oh, here, stand this for me.
I am no fee, host lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. Oh, be sworn thou art. Not too fast. Soft. Soft. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eye. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or no tell him I'll none of it. If that youth will come this way again tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio!
Madam, I will.
I do, I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be. And be this so!
Will you stay no longer?
Your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. Therefore I shall crave you of your leave, that I may bear my evils alone.
Let me yet know of you whither you're bound.
My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Mezzaline, whom I know you've heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, Antonia, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea, my sister drowned.
Alas, a day.
Lady, it is said she much resembled me, as yet many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She drowned already with salt water, but seemed to drown her remembrance again with more.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, let us kill whom you have recovered. Desire it not. Fare you well at once, bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee! I have many enemies in Orsino's court. Else, would I very shortly see thee there? Aye, but come what may, I do adore thee! So, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Boy, were not you in now with the Countess Olivia?
E'en now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. Receive it so?
She took the ring of thee, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I must know what means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure. The cunning of her passion invites me and this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis. Poor lady. She were better love a dream. Ah, disguise! I see thou art a wickedness where the pregnant enemy does much. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Ah.
Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes.
Oh, nay, faith, I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early.
Ooh.
So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes.
Whoa!
Does our lives not consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking. Drink, 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 drink.
Thou art a scholar! Let us therefore eat and drink. Mariah, I say a stoup of wine.
How now, my hearts?
Welcome, ass! Come on, there's sixpence for you. Let's have a song.
Give me some music. But that piece of song, that old antique song we had last night, methought it did relieve my passion much.
She's not here, so please your lordship, that should sing it.
Who was it?
Festi the Jester, my lord, a fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in.
Seek her out and play another tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, and the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish, and all motions else save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life? A love song. A love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, Mistress Mine. Oh, Mistress Mine, where are you roaming? Staying here, your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low. Tripping over the pretty sweeting journeys ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man sang the more. Oh. Then come and kiss me sweet and sweaty. You the stuff will not endure. What's to come is still unsure, still
How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly.
Oh, Mistress Mine, where are you roaming? Staying here, your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low. Tripping over the pretty sweeting journeys ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. In
Bonnet, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
Oh, what kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion?
She is not worth thee, then. What age, if faith?
About your years, my lord.
Oh, too old. By heaven, let still the woman take an elder to herself. So wears she to him, for, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it will, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself. For women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed doth fall that very hour.
And so they are.
Huh?
Alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
What's to come is still unsure, still
A mellifluous voice, as I am a true knight.
Contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious of faith.
But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do
About the land in
My masters, are you mad? Or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house? Is there no respect of place, person, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir. In our catches, snuck up!
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
Art any more than a steward? Huh? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes and ales? A stoup of wine, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
Sweet Sir Toby! Patience for tonight. Be patient for tonight. For Malvolio. Get back up here. Listen. Okay.
For Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of
The
it.
devil of a Puritan that he is, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love wherein he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very much like my lady, your niece.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letter that thou wilt drop that they are come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
Oh! It will be admirable!
I warn you, I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two and have the fool make a third. For tonight, to bed and dream on the event. Farewell.
Oh, let's to bed, knight. Thou hast need send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Come, I'll go burn some sack, huh? 'Tis too late to go to bed now.
Only shoot.
Come, knight. Come, knight.
Baby bottle, baby bottle.
Oh, Sarah, come. That song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad ciphers let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white struck all with you. Oh, prepare in my part of death, no one so true did share. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be straw. Not a friend read, my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs we say. Lay me, oh, where sad true lover ne'er find my grave to me there.
There is for thy pain.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
For thy pleasure, then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid, one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy God protect thee, for thy mind is a very opal. Farewell.
Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands.
But if she cannot love you,
I
sir,
cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart's so big to hold so much, they lack retention. But mine is all as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and what I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man. As it might be, perhaps, were a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A life, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed, our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister for her love, my boy.
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye. That is the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no delay.
Get you all three into the box tree! Malvolio's coming down this walk.
Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him.
Close in the name of jesting!
Lie thou there, for here comes the drought that must be caught with tickling. Get.
Oh. 'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me my lady did affect me, and I myself have heard her come thus near, that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted air than anyone else who follows her. What should I think on
Here's an overweening rogue.
to be Count Malvolio?
Oh, rogue!
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown. Having come from a daybed where I left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs. And frown the while. And perchance wind up my watch or play with my some rich jewel. What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin?
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her C's and her U's and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes are very phrases. To whom should this be? Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio. I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. But first, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why me? She may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. What should this alphabetical position portend at the end? M-O-A-I, softly! M, Malvolio, M, that begins my name. M-O-A-I, every one of these letters are in my name. Soft. Here follows prose. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. Well, I say remember. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, then let me see thee a steward still. Or she that would alter services with thee, the unfortunate happy. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me. For every reason excites me to this, that my lady loves me. Oh, Jove and my stars be praised, but here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
This demise.
And so could I too.
And ask for no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Oh, here comes my noble dog catcher. Oh, shall I set thy foot on my neck?
Or of mine either.
Oh, shall I claim my freedom and trade trip and become thy bond slave?
Or I either.
Or thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aqua vitae with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of this sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, it cannot but make him a notable contempt.
Oh, thou most excellent devil of wit. Ooh.
Fare you well, gentlemen.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Before me. She's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
Now, I was adored once, too.
that poor sailor lad who has just come from sea. You are ragged love, and you're dirty love, and your clothes smell much of tar. So be gone, you saucy sailor lad, so be gone, you jackknife. If I am ragged love, and I'm dirty love, and me clothes smell much of tar, I am silver in me pocket love, and gold in great store. And then when she heard him say so, on a bended knee she fell. I will marry my dear Henry, for I love the sailor lad so we're tuckered out. Let's give him a break. Say 15 minutes, sound good? Cheers, we'll be back.